This man is deaf. And his cat learned to sign him to communicate with him. And time again, the animals never cease to amaze me with his behavior. And I don't know about you, but I'm very embarrassed by ours. An injured dog was seen in the middle of a road. She had just been hit by a car. And no one stopped to help her. She was so injured that she was unable to walk. Cars passed every second. And they even honked at the terrified little dog. Of the hundreds of people who saw her, not a single one seemed to care enough. But, in this world, hope is the last thing to be lost. And some kind men appeared who took action and became true heroes. Unfortunately, compassionate humans do not abound in this world. And now look at this picture. Despite the fact that the puppy was run over, his friend tries to revive him and does not abandon him even after he unfortunately has passed away. But still we continue to call them animals, when they even show more compassion than the human being. Like the one they showed in a remote village in Thailand, where a baby elephant fell into a mud hole. The mother couldn't get it out and she knew her son would starve if nothing happened. She screamed for help until some monkeys heard her and came to her aid. It took the monkeys 2 days, but with their cunning, perseverance, and push to help, they finally found a way to get the baby elephant out of the hole. The mother was nervous, but she knew that the monkeys were coming to help, so she watched the whole time and waited. After the little elephant was released, the monkeys moved away from her and the mother turned and waved her trunk, blowing through it as if to say thank you. This is a true story. But the monkeys, they really were human. A whole town gathered around the quagmire. There they moved tools, ropes, and machinery. They worked tirelessly with nothing to gain, except the feeling that they helped a mother get her child back. Humans are neither better nor worse than animals. Simply, we are also animals. But it is sad that this materialistic society strips us as soon as we are born of our connection with nature, of true love and sincerity, which animals do have, and that you will hardly find in humans. Because even though we are the most intelligent species on the planet, we act as if we are the opposite. We pollute. We dirty. We destroy. We mistreat. And in short, we demonstrate horrible behavior with our beautiful planet. And our actions cause enormous suffering to all animals. This land belongs to them too. And even with total security, I tell you, animals prove to have much more intelligence than us when it comes to caring for the earth. And if we compared animals and humans with all the ways they are better than us, it would be an encyclopedia. Animal ears can pick up sounds louder and quieter than we can and from farther away. The owls have vertical holes in their ears with which they locate the exact position from which the sounds come, and this allows them to hunt any prey to the millimeter. The bats do not even need the sense of sight, since they have the best radar system on the planet. They emit sounds that collide with the environment, and return waves that, interpreted by their nervous system, create a map of their surroundings. I already told you about the dolphin in a previous video. They have a system similar to that of bats, but in the water, called echolocation, which consists of screeching that bounce back to their lower jaws. And it could be said that they see the sounds. And that's why the human, once again of course, is exploiting them for their stupid wars. The elephant can hear frequencies 20 times lower than what humans can hear. The moth has an ultra-developed sense of hearing, which helps it survive against its deadliest predator, the bat. Cats have 30 different muscles in their ears, which allow them to rotate up to 180 degrees and listen to much lower frequencies than dogs themselves. Pigeons are able to anticipate storms much earlier than most animals. And if we talk about sight, then simply animals make us look as if we were blind. Some can see in the dark and others can see in dim light just as well as we see in broad daylight. Eagles, for example, can spot a mouse in tall grass from over 3,000 feet. And the smell of animals? In a nutshell, if you spread human olfactory receptors over a dog's olfactory receptors, The human receptors would look like a handkerchief on a full-size tennis court. That is the difference there is. Okay, and when it comes to communicating, we speak thousands of languages. We have developed countless technologies, but in the end, why, if we don't understand each other? The animals, however, can communicate with other animals hundreds of miles away. Like whales making sounds or elephants making the ground rumble, for example. And as far as I know, they still don't know how to use cell phones. In speed and movement, even the fastest human on the planet could be run over by most species. Even some of the smallest ones. Some snakes can travel faster than us and don't even have legs.
Oops.
And almost microscopic fleas can jump higher than us. To match a flea, we would have to jump higher than a 10-story building. In physical strength, compared to animals, we are weak and fragile. Come on, totally insignificant. Any heavy object that the strongest human being could pick up, a gorilla could pick up and throw with one hand, and without batting an eyelid. If even ants can carry 100 times their own weight. And if we talk about morality, animals generally kill for one of three reasons: food, self-protection, or protection of their young. And we better don't talk about US. There are so many other ways that animals are superior to humans. The only way we are at the top of the list is in reasoning. We are the most intelligent species. Though I have my doubts about some of the humans I've met over the years. And worst of all, humans continue to feel superior to animals in everything. Look at this bee in full flight. In NASA, they have a poster of some bees where the following is read. Aerodynamically, the body of a bee is not made to fly. The good thing is that the bee does not know it. The law of physics says that a bee cannot fly. Every aerodynamic principle says that its wingspan is too small to preserve its huge body in flight. But a bee doesn't know, she doesn't know any of the physics or logic of it, and she flies anyway. And this is how once again the animals show us their superiority despite our arrogance. Of course, there is a section where we are totally superior to animals. In cruelty. Look at this image. Kill a lion and as a gift we give a lioness. So shocking and disgusting is the offer of the company Mukulu African Hunting Safaris. A typical promotion of detergents in the supermarket, but now it is about wild animals. An outrage if you consider that the population of African lions has fallen by 40% in the last 20 years. The company, based in South Africa, boasts of having unrivaled 5-star hunting safari packages and lion hunting safaris. Book a lion hunt with us and get a lioness at no extra cost, says one of the ads. The prices for hunting these felines range between $15,000 and $30,000. On average, individual lioness hunts cost between $5,000 and $7,000. Save $10,000 per hunt. They advertise on their website. Unfortunately, killing animals on safari is a practice that more and more people are becoming interested in. The trophy hunting business is booming. Before, it was only noble landowners and army colonels who went hunting on safari. Today, it is engineers, service company managers, or pensioners who kill animals for fun. Last-minute deals and cancellation deals mean some hunters are looking for bargains. It's like Black Friday. But for animals, every day is a black day. We are facing a global extinction crisis, yet more and more hunters are being allowed to shoot rare and endangered animals. But if you thought that this safari company is a rarity, I am sorry to inform you that there are many other hunting safari companies. For example, there is one that offers hunting trips in South Africa that range from 5 days and have the possibility of choosing 7 different species of animals for an approximate value of $2,000. The consequences of the massive hunting of lions in South African nature reserves and neighboring countries is inbreeding, which is causing all kinds of diseases and deformities in this species, or that the young are stillborn. And what I am going to tell you next is likely to cause you trauma starting today and make you think twice before drinking a glass of milk or entering a fast food establishment. The inhumane and industrialized treatment currently given to cow farms with so much global pressure for consumerism means that the existence of these creatures has become a real hell. No cow produces milk without being pregnant. So the first thing is to impregnate the cow against her will. They insert one hand into her anus and inseminate her with the other. They wait for her to give birth to her calf and they are separated as soon as they are born. If the calf is male, it is killed so that it does not consume its mother's milk and thus take advantage of more of it for human consumption. Once the cow has already given all her mother's milk, she becomes pregnant again. When her bodies give no more, they are killed to consume their meat. And the female offspring do what their mothers do and the cycle restarts. And I know that we have to feed ourselves, but before society evolved to these frenetic levels of everything fast and now, our grandparents also fed themselves, but respecting and dignifying the lives of our fellow animals. It has been 50 years since man set foot on the moon. But let's see when he puts his feet on the ground, and he already finds out one damn time that he is destroying it. See you soon.